Welcome to Mission 50, habit number 9, walking post meals. So, walking after lunch and dinner, especially the huge meals. So, now we do it. Most of us are very regular about it, but the problem sometimes happens is with consistency. Even though we know the benefit, it becomes hard to continue or remember. And that's where we are going to see how this can become our micro habit. It will become just like brushing our teeth. Every single morning you wake up and you do this thing. Exactly, that's how this is going to be. Okay, we will also go over the benefits just to reinforce this habit. So when we are convinced that this is one of the best thing for our bodies and mind, we are very likely to do it consistent. So now let's see how we can incorporate this habit where it will become our second nature, just like brushing or combing or bathing, right? For that, let's set an alarm on our phone, on our watch, or somewhere where it will remind us that after every meal, especially after dinner, we have to walk, right? Okay, so the alarm can be named very uniquely. It can be a digestion booster or a mood booster, energy enhancer, or name it like my appointment with my happy self, or make this sound like a fun activity instead of just one walk after a meal. Okay, let's do that. Remember, this is just a 10-minute walk, right? So it doesn't have to be outdoors all the time. Of course, it has more benefits and it's more fun, but I understand sometimes the weather is like this. It's gloomy, it's rainy, so you can't do that. Sometimes it's too hot, or there are other reasons. So what we can do is walking indoors. So, just mark your hallway or your corridor or just your living room and make sure you keep walking there. There are many YouTube videos which show consistent walking in place, right? So you can watch those. You can walk while watching those. Again, we can do this with a song, with devotional chants, or listening to some podcast, or watching some 10 minutes videos which can help you enhance your knowledge. So something like that which will keep you entertained. That way the your mind will be taken off the walk. Turn this into some buddy activity. So find a friend or a family member who would likely to be interested in walking with you. So that way you have accountability, you have this buddy system going, so that will help you. One more thing is you can keep some chores, so that will be you will be productive as well as you will be walking. So what that is meant is, I usually do is I'll keep my laundry to be folded. So I'll just finish my laundry and I'll put that on the couch where I would likely sit, or I'll put that on a bed. So now I'm kind of forced to fold the laundry and put it away. Again, you guys have a option of throwing it on the floor and then just still sitting, but I'm sure you won't do that. So we can do that, just make sure you fold the laundry, or you can walk the dog, or you can take out the trash. So just make sure you are active at least next 10 minutes after eating. That will help you in n number of ways, and we will see the benefits soon. One more thing which has helped me is putting a calendar. I'm a visual kind of person. If I have some kind of visual what I'm doing, how many days I'm doing, or how long I have been doing, that helps me to keep up, because I don't like to break the streak. And that has helped me in my meditation, in my 40 days of eating no wheat no rice or something. So what I'll do is I'll have my calendar ready, and every time I walk after meal, like I'll check box it, I'll tick mark. And now I have like couple of days this has been going. Now after 21 days, 42 days, this is like no matter how tired you are, you don't want to break the streak and you keep going. So try this. So we will look into benefits now, and of course the most important and the foremost benefit is it improves digestion. So if you are one of that person who gets like bloated, or who feels bloating after meals, or who has acidity or some acid reflux thing, walking is best, especially post meals, especially after dinner. Okay, so make sure after your lunch and dinner you keep walking at least 10-15 minutes. This will help you a lot. So walking encourages peristalsis movement, that is the movement of food through the digestive tract. This prevents bloating or acidity, and it helps food to be digested better. Post meal walking also helps the glucose spike. So since after eating our glucose rises, what happens is when we walk, that glucose is used by the muscles for this kind of activity, and that's how your blood sugar kind of remains in control. Post meal walking reduces belly fat hormones. Walking after meal stabilizes insulin and it also reduces cortisol, both of which contribute to stubborn belly fat. Post-meal walking improves heart health. So walking post-meal enhances circulation and blood pressure regulation. Now, this aids in cholesterol, triglyceride management, in turn helps in protecting heart and artery. Walking after meal actually boosts mood and energy. Light walking reduces post-meal sluggishness and sleepiness. It enhances mental clarity and also it releases endorphin. It also promotes better sleep, especially after dinner. Helps your body to unwind and regulate melatonin, which is needed for a deep sleep. A calm walk after dinner aids in relaxation and a better sleep quality.